Very good, very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
Wait, I'm not finished yet. She's done a long letter. You and Dad worked hard for us, and I think I can speak for both Sheila and I to say that we appreciated all that you did to get us where we are today. I had a great childhood, and you kept me on the straight and narrow. Yes, there were a few bumps in the road, but you stood by me. You believed in me. I want to reflect on the memories that you made for me over the early years. It's a long list. She really loved your dumplings that you made for Barbara's birthdays. There were special times. All our family came to the house and with sandwiches and your famous dumpling, which had money wrapped in paper under it if you were lucky. We always were. You never made one the same. You said it depended on if you had the right amounts of ingredients. A puckle of this and a puckle of that was your saying. Both Sheila and I have tried to match it. Yeah, but they're never the same. We can't get this dumpling right yet. It's just not like yours, you know? So, she says she must have been about 4 or 5 when she went to Ballater. Do you remember her going to Ballater?
Yes, I got a picture of her.
That's right, yeah. Was it, oh wait, she's saying this now.
Queen was here.
Yeah, and your friends Bill and Lily and Alistair Miller. Do you remember them?
Yes.
And went up the glens and saw the sheep walking across the roads. You took my picture of me, there you go, holding a sheep. It was so cute, and that was maybe why I don't like to eat lamb to this day. On these trips, we stopped off at what we called the Swinging Bridge. I don't think, where's the Swinging Bridge? Is that Aberdeenshire? Oh, right. We didn't know back then it was a suspension bridge and you were making it move. You must have just jiggled about on it and made it move. Not sure if I could find it again. We even saw the Queen. Oh, you did. When she arrived by train at Ballater to stay at Balmoral Castle. Later when we lived in Dimefield and then Douglas, you bought the Alan Arams. And the only thing I could remember is that it had a tiny room called the Snug. When you bought the Fort Bar and the ferry, we stayed above it. It was the best place ever. There are a lot of memories in that house. The ferry was a nice place to live, and as we got older, we were able to wander around the ferry and meet new friends. And of course, McPherson the Bobby. Oh yeah, I remember him. Do you mind him? Stuart McPherson. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He used to keep you up to date on what we were up to. Then we were old enough to work in the pub with you. Do you remember that?
I remember.
Yeah.
No, you didn't remember.
Yeah. When she was going to church dance, she used to iron her hair. Did you used to iron her hair flat? Maybe she had long hair, Barbara. Do you remember that? Just like Marianne Faithfull and Sandy Shaw. We used the brown paper so my hair wouldn't get singed. What other mum would do that? We were lucky when the pub was not open on Sundays. That's when you went for a drive in the country. I remember going up to Glen Prosen. Oh, I remember that. And stay at the wee cottage called Artithel. Do you remember Artithel? Mm-hmm. Yeah? And loved having the cows in the field next to us. Sometimes you would take us to your friend's farm up Glen Clover. I can't remember their names, but the wife made delicious cakes and had even a sheep or a pet that stayed in the house. I stayed with you guys as long as I could, but all I really wanted to do was go to the barn and check out the kittens and piglets. I remember their names. It was Smiths. Do you remember that? It was the Smiths that had that farm. Just dropped it. Right. I remember this. Our first long drive to Italy through France and Switzerland was fun, and we got to see the countries. John came with us too. Do you remember that? When John came to Italy with us, we drove. Remember we drove the car? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Dad drove the car, and I think you took your turn as well. We got to Italy, and they had pasta in every dish at every meal. Pasta was and still is my favourite food. Remember the Flute of Spain with 2 other couples from the ferry and stayed in a hotel right in the centre of Barcelona? Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? The food was all authentic Spanish food, very oily and funny flavour and certainly not kid-friendly. You went out and bought baked beans and told the cook to make beans on toast. We thought it was the best meal ever. After that, you took us for a few trips to Mallorca too. We loved the sun and of course got a lot of sunburn. You taught us to be self-sufficient, but it was so great to have family involved in our lives. Big Gran, Agnes and John would take us to Butlins for a holiday, and we thought it was the greatest place on earth. I remember going to Butlins. That was brilliant. Remember, and we took all the kids. Even when we had kids, we went. It was really good.
We got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Anyway, very good to meet you.
I'll read the rest the next time I see you.
I'll take the book with me and it'll do me a lot for a long weeks.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
leave our head.
Yeah. Okie dokie. I'll see you later then.